Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter here. Today, I want to talk about the concept of the phrase girl gamer and why I hate it. This is coming from a girl who has gamed since I was 4 years old. So that's about 25 years of gaming. If you do the math, I'm old, I know. And I hate the phrase girl gamer. I didn't always hate the phrase girl gamer because I think at a certain time, so many years ago, it kind of made sense that it evolved. There was a time that gaming was mostly male, and growing up, I was one of the few girls who played games. It was often weird to a lot of my girlfriends. It was often weird but exciting to my guy friends because even at a very young age, I'm talking elementary school level, I was always playing video games. I had my Genesis, my brother had a PlayStation as we got older, I had a 64. I always had video games, I was always into video games. My parents always bought me systems for the holidays, that's what I wanted. I also had my dolls, and I had an awesome Barbie dream house. I had every Polly Pocket you could think of. You know, I loved all the girly stuff too, jewelry makers, what was that dating game? Dream Phone? Some of you guys might not even know what that was. That's like an old 90s dating board game. I liked my girly stuff, but I liked my video games, and it was weird for people to understand, especially at a young age. They just didn't understand why I was so into it, and so many other girls weren't, and it was a guy thing to do. Part of that is probably because I grew up with just one sibling, an older brother. He's about 5.5 years older than me. He always had systems, you know, when I was born we had an Atari. The first system I ever played when I was 4 years old was an NES. We always had systems in the house. My dad liked video games. I used to pull up a chair next to him. He was a big PC gamer, and I used to pull up a chair next to him and watch him play the original Diablo. And he was the one who got me into those kinds of games. He would play Diablo, and he would play all those Dungeons and Dragons, like first-person dungeon crawler games, and all of the ones that spawned off of that. He would go bargain bin hunting and find like the weird ones that nobody's ever heard of, and I would just watch my dad play. And then eventually I was playing games, and in my family that was fine. It was encouraged. It wasn't like they thought I was weird. But at the time of the early 90s, even like late 80s, I mean when I was 4 it was 1990, so that was weird to a lot of people. And so I understand that when publicly, socially, the idea of women gaming kind of was brought to light, it was like mythical, right? Like, oh my god, girls don't play games, it's not like what they're into, and this is so weird, and a girl gamer is just non-existent. Like, that just doesn't exist. It's a myth. And then girl gamers were gamers who just liked The Sims and Farmville and simple, easy, casual games. And that was frustrating because I think a lot of people like easy, casual games, men and women. I have guy friends who love The Sims. I have guy friends who like Facebook games. I don't understand where the connotation came that because a girl plays games, she has to play easy, casual games. And the idea of a girl saying she was into Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, going even earlier on, you know, like Prince of Persia, Battlefield, all of that was weird and almost had to be proven. Like, I felt like every time I would say to people, oh yeah, I'm a gamer, I used to go on dates when I got a bit older, like college years, and even then, I would go on a date and be like, yeah, I like video games, and they're like, yeah, like what? And I would be like, oh, like I'm really into Mass Effect. And all of a sudden it would like blow guys away. Whoa, you know what Mass Effect is? What in my chromosomes says that I can't know or enjoy Mass Effect? And why was it so mind-blowing for men that I knew and enjoyed these games? They are still out there. I'm not blind to entertainment and the things that are out there. And if I like video games as entertainment, I'm gonna know what they are. So there was always a struggle of women being taken seriously. And I think the girl gamer title came up as a sort of negative one, and then women wanted to kind of own it. But I think that we wrongfully owned it in a way, you know? Even I, for a time, was like, yeah, I'm a girl gamer. I don't like the title anymore because I am not a girl gamer, I am a gamer. It shouldn't matter what my gender is. Like, I am a gamer, and I should be as taken seriously as the next gamer, despite if I have boobs and a vagina. Like, that's just, I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. And we shouldn't have to be segmented in any sort of way. I don't really see people saying, like, I'm a white gamer or a Asian gamer, and that might sound like really funny and extreme to you, but if we're not separating ourselves that way, why are we separating ourselves as gender? I should be able to pick up a controller and have just as good hand-eye coordination as anyone else next to me. And I don't like the idea that girl gamers fit into a certain box of certain kind of games, or that girl gamers would have to prove themselves in enjoying other games. And even when it was like this weird thing of like I said, like I would be celebrated and people would be like, woo, you're so amazing and unique and original. But I wasn't. The thing was, we were making it so uncomfortable for women to come out and say that they were playing games. I think a lot of them were there all along. We just made it a weird, segmented, uncomfortable thing. And I think now we live in a day and age where, like, females playing games is not weird anymore. Like, I have less of a hard time than I did 10 years ago jumping onto a game with my headset and having guys hear a female voice. Back then, it was difficult. You either got guys who just wouldn't take you seriously. Why? I have no idea. They haven't seen me play yet. I didn't even, like, get into a round yet, and they're already, you know, making accusations and assumptions because of my gender. Or you have guys who, like, take it as an opportunity to start hitting on you, and it happens. It definitely happens. That is not an exaggerated experience. It's something I've experienced, I've had friends experience. And either way, you feel uncomfortable. You're either being made fun of and not taken seriously, or you're having a whole bunch of guys goo goo gaga over a woman playing Call of Duty or whatever it might be. And it was super uncomfortable. And now I have to say that at least I can hop on Rainbow Six Siege and not have that happen to me anymore. Sometimes I'll still get the, oh, is that a girl? Is that a girl? Yes, I'm a girl. I'm not a 12-year-old boy who hasn't hit puberty yet. I'm a girl. But usually, you know, we move past it. And if we're starting to move past it that way, then we need to move past the girl gamer title. I just want to be a gamer. I just want to be accepted like the next guy or the next girl or the next whoever who's playing. I don't want to be seen as something different, because in the end, the thing that unites all of us is how much we love video games. I love them. I've been playing them for years. I love the industry. I love following developers. I love following franchises. I love bitching about games that I think didn't do as well or didn't live up to the hype, and I love celebrating games that I super loved, and I know that you do too, whether you're a man or a woman. And I think that we need to be united in the fact that this is an industry that we are passionate about, is an industry that is growing astronomically, and like we should be so lucky to have been in since the beginning and really know what we're talking about, and have developers and publishers hear our voice. We're becoming a huge part of the market. You know, I work in an industry that's around advertising, and I bring to the table at work all the time, like, this is so exciting, gaming has become so big, we need to take gamers seriously, but we need to take gamers seriously from the inside first. So take your girl gamers seriously. We can play just as well as you, and we don't have to always love the same games that you do. And on that note, I just want to talk really quickly about how I just hate the people who argue what's a real game and what's not. The Sims is a real game. Farmville is a real game. Call of Duty is a real game. Mass Effect's a real game. They're all games. They're all games. There's nothing that makes them real or fake. It's not like they don't exist. It's not like there's some mythical thing. They're a game. And the definition of a game, if you go by the definition of a game, they're all games. So let's stop with the, this isn't a real game, that isn't a real game. If you play those games, you're not really a gamer. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. The gaming industry has become too wide and too expansive just to have that, this is real and this, no. A game is a game. A board game is a game. A die game is a game. You know, a game is a game. That's it. Definition of they are games. Let's stop putting people down for the kinds of games that they enjoy, and let's start just building up the community. So forget the girl gamer title. We're gamers. Forget saying what's real games or fake games. They're all games. Let's just unite and just be awesome. Just be awesome people who love this really cool industry that is just blowing away movies and music and everything else. And we're in such a time with such exciting stuff coming up with VR and new indie developers getting more accolade, and let's just love it, guys, and let's just love it together. So let's stop labeling ourselves as outsiders. For all you female gamers who do label yourself as a girl gamer, you're a gamer. You don't have to put girl in front of it. They already know you're a girl when you open up your mouth and you speak, and they know you're a woman. So you're a gamer. All games are games. Let's all just love each other. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I just had to get that off my chest. If you want to see Let's Plays, op-ed videos, please feel free to subscribe. I also do vlogs like this, obviously. I do vlogs out and about in New York, so if any of that interests you, please subscribe. If you totally disagree with me, I want to hear it. You know, leave me a comment. Let me know if you think that I'm in the wrong. Let me know if you agree. I just love to hear your thoughts. This is a civilized, respectful space, so let's be respectful to each other in these conversations. But sure, I would love to hear what you've got to say. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I love my gaming community. See you guys later. Bye.